Greetings, my name is John Pearson. I'm the Associate Coordinator for Reformed University Fellowship, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to share with you in CDM's Season of Prayer and Gratitude using the book of Philippians. I've been assigned a passage in Philippians chapter 2, verses 19 through 30, which hopefully you've had the opportunity to take a look at and to meditate on these verses. I think in these verses we see Paul's heart for Timothy and Epaphroditus and their respective ministries. He clearly longs for them to be with the church in Philippi, but for unknown reasons they're unable to do that. And so if you read these verses, you see recurring throughout the word send. And again, Paul is longing to send Timothy to the church and to send Epaphroditus, and we're not certain why Timothy is unable to get there yet. And then we also recognize, because the verses tell us that Epaphroditus was hindered with an illness, that God in His mercy healed him, and so Paul longs to see them doing ministry with the church. And so as I read these verses and I see Paul's love for Timothy and Epaphroditus, and I see Paul's heart for them to do ministry with the church, I immediately connect dots with the college campus. As I consider these verses and as I consider this season of gratitude, I am so grateful for RUF staff, our campus ministers, our campus staff, and our interns for their hearts to do ministry with college students. And yet we know that during these times, there are all kinds of hindrances and obstacles to reaching and equipping college students with the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so I think my encouragement to you would be to spend this time, this season of prayer, of gratitude for those that have been called to do ministry, to do relational ministry, and yet we know with all of the restrictions and with all of the guidelines that are preventing us from doing that relational ministry. Keep in mind our RUF staff, because their heart is to be with college students, and they are navigating uncharted waters of what it looks like to do campus ministry. But also I would just say pray for those in your local church that long for things to return to normal, and yet in these seasons we continue to see God being faithful to His people through His promises that have been fulfilled in Christ. And so that is my prayer, is that we continue to see, even in all of the unknowns and uncertainties of the weeks and months to come, especially on the college campus, that we would recognize that God is still at work.